So, Mrs. Casper, we have heard that you have done a lot of traveling in your free time. So what kind of traveling do you do?
I am a backpacker, so it's not very extravagant hotel room and meals. I go very low budget, and I'm staying in hostels or camping. Actually, I backpacked through Africa for 6 weeks in a tent and slept on the ground and ate pretty much basic food. So, not extravagant travel.
So, in backpacking, how much would that usually cost?
Because I go very low budget, probably about $2,000 to $10,000, but the $10,000 trip was through about 10 different countries in Africa, so that would cost a little bit to get around.
So how many countries and continents have you been to?
I've been to 5 continents, couldn't say that. I've been to 5 continents and 34 countries.
And the farthest place you've gone?
I think the farthest is South Africa, and I've been there twice, a couple of times.
What did you do on these trips?
I'm kind of an adventure seeker, so I've been skydiving in Namibia and snorkeling in Thailand. I did waterfall rappelling in Costa Rica. I went and sat in a mud bath in a volcano in Colombia. So I try to pick out some of those odd things that you wouldn't normally do in life and try to tackle them.
And out of all those, what was probably the craziest thing you've done?
I think the craziest had to be skydiving because it was in Africa and they don't have a lot of the similar equipment that we have here, so I was a little nervous about my safety, but it ended up being okay.
So in Africa, what types of animals did you see?
Well, I went on a safari and I got to see wildebeest, elephants, lions, leopards, things getting killed, which wasn't, I mean, not that I want to go see animals getting killed, but it was pretty exhilarating. I've seen, in Thailand I got to spoon with a tiger, which was really kind of interesting, and I had tiger hair on my clothes all day. Elephants, buffalo, yeah, I got to hold a sloth one time in South America, that was kind of cool.
So what kind of traditions did they have there that you wouldn't see in the U.S.?
In which country?
Any.
So one of the reasons why I like to travel is so that I can get an opportunity to learn about people of different cultures and ways of living. And so I would say my biggest experience in a different culture was when I was teaching overseas in Qatar. And women are in a very different role over there, and so I had to really learn how to get my needs met as an independent American woman in a very male-dominated society. So I would say that that was one of the most interesting cultures that I participated in. But it was a wonderful experience. I definitely would never trade it for the world.
And I noticed that you have journals here.
I do. So every trip that I take, I document my travels, and so I've been traveling for 10 years now, and so this is, I guess, 10 years worth of documentation of everything that I've seen, because I feel like when I'm 80 I won't remember.
Interruption. Any 6th grade students who are asking?
No.
So does each journal represent a different country, or is it kind of like a mix?
They do, actually. This journal represents South America, my travels through Central and South America. This is a journal through Africa. This is my second journal through Africa. This is Thailand and Asia, and then this was when I was living in the Middle East. I really had a lot to document there for 2 years. So they do actually represent different time frames.
All right, well I think that's about it. Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.